Hi everyone, welcome to Pathopearls_Radhika. So the next series is going to be learn about a gene which is involved in neoplasia. So each day I'll be uploading a video about one gene which is involved in causing neoplasia. The important ones, the chromosome number, what it does and what happens if it is mutated and all those, right? So this week is gonna be learn a gene a day. Okay, so the gene which we are going to discuss today is P53, one of the most important gene in neoplasia. So it's also called the guardian of the genome. So why is it called the guardian of the genome? It's called guardian because it's going to guard the cells or protect the cells, right? It prevents the development of tumor. It's going to guard. That's why it's called the guardian of the genome. Okay. So it's called tumor suppressor gene. So why do we call it as a tumor suppressor gene? So when you take any gene, if you take a gene, it can cause tumor or it can prevent the formation of tumor. So those genes which are going to suppress the formation of tumor, we call them tumor suppressor genes. We call them tumor suppressor genes. So P53 is a tumor suppressor gene and it's called the guardian of the genome. So to understand how it's going to suppress tumor, you should know something how a tumor occurs. So what do you mean by a tumor or a neoplasia? It's an abnormal, uncontrolled proliferation of cells, right? So when does that happen? Let us take, this is a cell which is proliferating abnormally. So when does this abnormal proliferation happen? So let us imagine this is a normal cell, right? So this normal cell has incurred some damage. When a normal cell have some damage, it can be converted into a tumor, an abnormal proliferation of cells. So this damage could be due to a chemical agent or it could be due to a radiation, etc. Right? So that's going to trigger the formation of a tumor. So what should be the function of this tumor suppressor genes? It should prevent the damage or it should repair the damage. So that's how P53 acts. So whenever your cell has incurred any damage due to radiation or due to some chemical agents, your P53 is going to involve in the repair. It will cause the cell cycle to arrest. So to proliferate, the cell cycle must happen. So it will cause the arrest of cell cycle and try to repair it. So suppose if the P53 is not able to repair, what happens? It will activate the genes which will cause apoptosis or death of the cell. So it prevents the proliferation, abnormal proliferation of cells by these mechanisms. And apart from this, it has got a role in senescence and many other important pathways as well. So just for you to understand how it is a tumor suppressor gene, I've given an example of a damage to a cell. So it's going to arrest a cell cycle and repair it, or it's going to cause the death of the cell which has incurred the DNA damage, thereby preventing the abnormal proliferation of the cells. So let me give you an example. A patient has hepatocellular carcinoma due to a toxin. So can anyone tell me what's the toxin involved in the causation of hepatocellular carcinoma? Anyone? So you have a toxin called aflatoxin, so which could be from the contaminated groundnuts. So this aflatoxin can cause hepatocellular carcinoma by causing mutations in P53, right? So it's one of the signature molecular change which happens due to aflatoxin. Just for an example to tell you about how chemical damage to a cell can cause cancer and how P53 is going to be involved in that. In that case, this is going to alter your P53, it's going to cause mutations, thereby that cannot function properly, so it can lead to hepatocellular carcinoma. So sometimes you can have a condition called Li-Fraumeni syndrome. So what is Li-Fraumeni syndrome? So Li-Fraumeni syndrome is a condition in which your p53 is mutated. Okay, so Li-Fraumeni syndrome occurs when you have mutations in p53. So I told p53 is a tumor suppressor gene. So if there is mutation in p53, there is no control over proliferation of cells, thereby leading to tumors. So in Li-Fraumeni syndrome, you can get a wide range of tumors. You can get carcinoma, you can get sarcomas, you can get hematological malignancies, you can get leukemias. Okay, so you should know all these things. And you can get brain tumors as well, you can get gliomas. So any tumor anywhere. So carcinoma is an epithelial neoplasm, sarcoma is a mesenchymal neoplasm, leukemia is a tumor of your hematopoietic cells, and glioma is a tumor of the glial cells. Okay, so you can get a carcinoma, sarcoma, leukemia, a glioma. So where all you can get carcinomas, you can get it in the breast. Okay, so you can get sarcoma. And one more important thing, which is a very high area, is these patients with Li-Fraumeni syndrome can develop adrenal cortical tumors. So usually they are at risk of developing adrenal cortical tumors and brain tumors. So these points you should remember. Okay, so next you have to remember the chromosome number. So what's the chromosome number for p53? So you can write PSP, which is a small chromosome. So whenever you write the chromosome number, it's depicted by numbers and alphabets. So if you take a chromosome, you can have a long arm and a short arm. So short arm is depicted by P, means petit. Okay, so it's located on chromosome 17p13. So how can you remember it? So one of my teacher used to tell a easy way to remember. I don't know if you find it easy, you can follow it. So mutation in p53 can cause Li-Fraumeni syndrome. So this, if you have a mirror image of this Li, it becomes 17. Okay, so that's the chromosome number for your p53. It's 17p13. Of course, certain numbers you have to learn, memorize it, but certain things you can remember if you're lucky enough to have some mnemonic. Okay, so let me summarize about the p53, whatever I've discussed so far. So p53 is an important gene in neoplasia. So we are going to discuss each gene a day. So today's gene is p53. So p53 is called the guardian of the genome because it's going to guard the cells against development of the tumors, and it's located on chromosome 17p13. It can cause a huge range of cancers if it's mutated. It's actually a tumor suppressor gene. Okay, so if you have mutations in p53, you can get a syndrome called Li-Fraumeni syndrome. So patients are at increased risk of development of carcinoma, sarcoma, glioma, adrenal cortical tumors, okay, and hematological malignancies like leukemias. So these are the important take-home messages about p53 gene. Okay, so Li-Fraumeni syndrome is very important. So you can develop carcinoma, sarcoma, glioma, leukemia, and adrenal cortical tumors. So for example, I have told a chemical which can cause a carcinoma is aflatoxin, which is implicated in hepatocellular carcinoma that can cause p53 mutation. So that's all for today about p53. So try to read about p53. Meet you tomorrow with another gene and its importance in neoplasia. Thank you.